Hi guys, hope everyone's doing great. I first want to apologize for taking so long to put this video on. This video came out 45 minutes long after putting all the clips together, and I had to find time to edit it and then do the voiceover. That's why I'm doing the voiceover. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the Etae products. What I'm doing with these Etae products is giving you my honest opinion. I guess you would call that a review, and on what I felt was good, maybe what wasn't, how it worked. Did it hold up to what it said it was going to do? Gabby had crochets in her hair on Saturday. I took them out and I cleansed her scalp with an ACV treatment. I mixed Bragg's apple cider vinegar, which is a raw organic vinegar, with a shea moisturizer conditioner, and I cleansed her scalp and her hair strands because doing her crochets, we did keep her hair moisturized in her scalp oil. That's not recommended. I did do that though. So this is Sunday. On Sunday, I'm starting this treatment, and the first step is going to be to apply that caramel treatment that I just showed you in the brown bottle. Before applying the treatment, I dampened her hair, making sure it wasn't saturated, but dampened. You saw how much hair she had, so I had to remove some of the water out with a towel because it was holding water. To apply the caramel treatment, which that is actually the deep reconstruction treatment, I separated her hair into 4 sections. In each individual section, I separated the hair into 3s. I did that because her 4 sections were still very thick. I don't know why I just showed you the butter shine because we're nowhere near that part. I don't know what I was even talking about. Maybe it was just a part of the editing. I don't know. But I did let the treatment sit in her hair for an hour with the processing cap after ensuring that the caramel treatment was thoroughly put in from roots to end. The actual time on this process is 20 minutes, but you could leave it on up to an hour. I chose an hour because I thought it would be a great opportunity to go ahead and cut my son's hair because they are going to school the following day, which was Monday. I'm here showing you the 4 sections and how I sectioned each section into 3s because her hair is so thick. And I had to use 2 processing caps to cover all of her hair. The caramel is a little bit sticky. It does have molasses, honey, apple cider vinegar, tea tree. It's a natural product in it. The honey and the molasses, of course, is going to be a little bit sticky on the hands. So that's what I was showing you. And then Gabby, she didn't use quite a half bottle, but she used quite a bit. Don't know if you really paid attention to the thickness of her hair, but yeah, I already knew going in that she would probably use half of everything. Letting her sit, my son says, "Mommy, I want to be in the video." So I'm going to cut his hair. He found a haircut on Google that I was afraid of. Didn't think it would come out so good, but I don't think I did too bad. Yeah, so that's his haircut. I did a part. I was afraid. It's his first part ever. He wanted a high top fade. He's a big boy. He wanted a big boy do. And so that's what we did. And here I'm showing you his curl or his hair, letting you know that we're going to shampoo his hair and put lotion on it because he likes his hair to be curly and smell good because Miss Janetta Hockaday loved kissing his curls and he loved making sure his hair smells good for her to kiss. So shout outs to you, Miss Janetta Hockaday. I'm doing the second step now after letting Gabby sit for about 55 minutes, shampooing her hair. I did shampoo it twice. Her scalp was very, very clean. Look at that pretty face. And that's her hair before conditioning it. I'm going to section her hair into 4 sections And then in conditioning it, I just condition all of the sections. You can see I'm tired because I detangled her hair as well while conditioning. But what I did was I sectioned the hair in 4 sections, not worrying about a clean part. And then I moisturized it with the conditioner very good. And then I started back from the beginning of the 4th section and began to detangle. That allowed the conditioner to sit and soften the hair while working through it, and it was fairly easy. So what I'm showing you is how heavy-handed I am with some products. I know I am. I did use a lot of conditioner, not quite half the bottle, not far from half the bottle. But I did that because I don't like being stingy with my products, and I wanted to make sure I saturated all of her hair from scalp to the ends, most definitely the ends. I end up having 9 detangling sections, and I guess that's a proper way to say that. I don't know. My son is tripping me out coming through this video. I'm trying to keep it together. So, yeah, I saturated the hair really, really well with the conditioner. And like I said, it's in 9 pieces. What I loved about this conditioner, this is my favorite part thus far, I must say. The feel of it in my hands, touching her hair. I'm loving the way, if you can see when I step out the way there, each individual strand is starting to separate with the wonderful curl pattern. Thanks to my son pointing that out, making sure you saw that. Thank you, Damius. Yeah, I'm loving the way it made her hair feel. So far, I really can say that is my most favorite part, and just the way it transitioned her hair, and the feeling of it, and the definition of the curl patterns and the actual shine of the hair. You can see while I'm twisting it there, some of the conditioner coming through to the strands. It just lets you know, hey, I really used a lot. It wasn't just on 1 or 2. It was on all of it. I used a lot. You won't have to do that. But I didn't let it sit long. The bottle directions actually say you can let it sit at whatever desired time you want. So the fact that I sectioned her hair in 4 pieces and I conditioned those 4 pieces and then individually went through and detangled, I thought that was long enough to let it sit. So I rinsed. I just began to blow dry her hair. I couldn't help but to show you guys what I saw immediately. If you look at the roots of the area that I've blow dried, it's still wet. And her hair, I never have flat ironed and blow dried her hair same day, because when I start in the back, the front continues to drip down to the back and it holds water pretty good. Probably because of the thickness, her porosity level is, I would say, in between low and normal, which is really, really good. You can check the porosity level of your hair by taking a strand of your hair and sitting it in distilled water. If your hair floats to the top, it's high porosity. You need to get that checked out. If it floats to the bottom, it's really, really low. If it kind of just sings in the middle, it's good porosity. And I think that is accurate. I will double check and make sure. So I wanted to just show you guys with just blow drying it with a Rusk blow dryer on medium heat and a Paul Mitchell paddle brush. I did not use a comb or anything. The shine of that hair, the softness, the way it flows. I really love the conditioner. The conditioner was my favorite so far. So yeah, that's what I'm showing you there. The softness, the shine, the honey and the molasses, especially the honey. I have to look into the molasses, but I do know I've done a lot of research on the honey, and I will be sharing lots of DIY treatments, masks, conditioners for the honey on natural and relaxed hair, for all hair types, for just a natural shine. The honey do draw moisture out of the air, keeping the hair soft, and it brings a natural shine to the hair. The caramel treatment also had ACV in it, which strips the hair of buildup, and that will also bring out the natural shine of the hair, because it's taking all of the products off the hair, allowing the hair to have its natural shine. Okay, so I'm still playing in her hair. I just really like it. I am going to flat iron her hair next, and in doing that, I will only use one pass through. I wanted to see how well it would do with just one pass through and not blow drying the roots so straight. That would let me know how easy this system allowed me to flat iron her hair, and I didn't want to put a lot of heat towards her scalp. So the next step would be this butter shine. I call that product buttermilk buttercream. When I went back to look at that 45-minute short movie that I did here, it's butter shine. Butter shine base ingredient is shea butter. Shea butter is one of the thicker butters in the butter line, like cocoa butter, and things like that. I was going to say coconut butter. Oh, there is a coconut butter. Okay. But anyway, shea butter is one of the thicker moisturizer butters. So you don't use much because we're not going to weigh the hair down, and it really doesn't take much. What you see me using here is actually probably a little bit more than what's recommended, but I'm doing that because she has a little bit more hair than what people usually have. And yeah, I used a little bit more for that reason, but that's all I'm using. No more, no less. So I'll apply that. What I'm doing now is showing you, with the help of my wonderful, beautiful assistant, Damius, what one pass through looked like. I wanted to show you that I was really actually achieving the shine and the straightness that you see that I've already done with one pass through. What I did was I took the flat iron, I tapped the roots, boom, really quickly one time. I placed my comb and I did the flat iron comb chase. I moved it at a very steady, even speed. I did not hold the flat iron still in one spot at all. It continued to move through the hair at the same speed, ensuring that I did not hold it still in one spot. And that is what I got. I'm using the GHD flat iron. It is a 1-inch flat iron, and it was a limited edition because of the color. They didn't make many of those, and that is a 1 heat setting, and that setting is at 320 degrees. When I got here to the top, what I'm doing is kind of showing you that her hair texture does change in the top of the center of her head. So instead of doing one tap, I did 3 taps because, like I said, I did not blow dry her hair straight from the roots. I did ensure her scalp was dry, but I did not put a lot of heat with the blow dryer to the scalp to make sure it was very straight. And one pass through with that same steady, consistent speed, not going through very fast, but most definitely not going through holding it slow. Damius really loved his sister's hair. He's such a great help. But the shine, the softness, the silkiness, it's right there. You guys saw what we started with, and I was thoroughly impressed with Gabby's hair type. I have flat ironed her hair before, and I've done it, and it was very straight. It was silky, but the shine it did not have. The morning she woke up for school, we had already begun to lose the silkiness from shower or bath or playing with her brother. So that would be the test for this product. I'm done flat ironing her hair, and I'm trimming her ends. I don't trim her ends that often because we don't use a lot of heat. We do a lot of protective styles. I'm loving the crochets and the fact that they're now catering to crochets. And so we're keeping her hair in a lot of different styles. She's young, having fun, playing with different looks and curl patterns and braids and colors. So when I do trim her ends, I don't mind taking off that inch, inch and a half, whatever needs to be taken off. I'm a firm believer in getting rid of those dead ends. I do not like it when people get shaken up by getting their ends trimmed because they want to hold on to dead hair to look like they have length, but it really just looks like an unhealthy mess. Yes, so ladies, let's keep those ends trimmed. And if your stylist do not know how to trim ends versus cutting hair, then they need to be taught. Yeah, because some stylists can get scissor happy. Come on, stylists, you know we can do that. But yeah, so I do like to trim those ends, get all those ends off, because I know 6 months, if we decide to blow dry her hair again, her ends are going to look great and her growth is going to be on point. I don't have to worry about any breakage. So what I'm doing now is kind of like a length check, just to see how long her hair has gotten, and with the clean, fresh end trim, where it's stopping at that point, so that I can do a length check with just stretching in a few months, maybe 3 months. I'll do that. I thought my shirt was coming unbuttoned. I was working hard, guys. So I'm loving the product. I can say thus far that the conditioner still is my favorite part. I love the way the hair feel, the shine, the softness. I will not be able to tell you guys with Gabby's hair on whether or not after we shampoo her hair in 2-3 weeks, we'll see how well it does. Whether it's going to hold straightness and for how long the next time, because I will not put a flat iron or blow dryer in her hair the next time. We're going to do a crochet style. She's already picked it out. She's excited about getting it. And I don't ever go back to back with heat and blow dryer on her hair. This was a one-time thing for back to school and trying the product, but it looks great, guys. It looks great. I'm loving it. What I will do, I have a client in mind, I'm thinking, is do that client, have them come back every 2 weeks for a wash and a flat iron, so we can videotape a every 2 week journey and see how well it does. She loves it. See how well it does, so that I can report back to you guys how often you should actually get this treatment, because with each hair type, each hair texture, each person is going to do different. What it did on her, it's not what it's going to do on me. What it do on me, it's not what it's going to do on the client that I try or the next person, because we're different. And, it's going to probably come out different. So I'll let you know, though, how she hold up with humidity and PE in school after class on Monday. And my little man here can't wait to wash that hair and get them curls in there. But I was very afraid to do this part, guys. This was my first part. I told my husband I'm afraid his part is going to come out looking like a dirt road with rocks and trees on it. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, you know what? It don't even look like a side road. It looks like a part. And that shape up, it's not too bad either. I've never done a fade like this before with a part ever. So it goes to show you guys, you put your mind to it, you can do just about anything. Gabby, I did not let her go to bed with her hair just straight. I took 5 large flexi rods. I rolled her ends just so that it'd have a little tuck to it, so that she wouldn't lay on it and it get crimped or balled up in the satin bonnet while sleeping. She's done with school. She's done getting dressed for school. And I'm trying to remove these 5 large purple flexi rods as best I can with one hand. When I get those flexi rods out, I'm going to brush it through with a bamboo wood brush. It's just another paddle brush, something I got from Thrive Market. I did do a video with my packages coming in from Thrive Market. If you all have not heard about it, it is a organic vegan company. They do so much more than just organic and vegan, but that's what they're based on. They give back to families. They donate to needed families. I love that company. I am impressed, and I'll put that video up soon. And I got this bamboo wood paddle brush from them. I only paid $5.95 for it. It is made of organic bristles, organic padding that the bristles are stuck in, and it's made from the finest bamboo wood, is what the label said when I opened it. But I'm going to take that brush and I'm just going to brush it straight, and we're going to go for it, okay? It is very, very warm outside this Monday morning here, and when we went outside, I looked at her and I'm like, this is not going to be good, but it'll be interesting because it was so humid outside. The condensation was sitting on the grass and on the windshields. It's very, very humid outside. So I'm brushing her hair, and the next clip you'll see should be me checking her hair out after school. She loved her hair, guys. She really did. When I was brushing it here, the first thing she said was, "Mommy, it's so soft." It feels great. I can't help but to keep running my fingers through it. I love the way it feels. I'm excited to do mine. I hope the lucky client will comply and be just as excited. I'm going to try to find a different hair texture than Gabby's and mine. I would love to do it on a finer type hair. Gabby is more of a 3A, 3B. I am most definitely a 4B, a 4A, 4B. I have a tighter curl, pretty much a coil. I have a coil. But isn't she beautiful? Happy first day, my 5th grader. Picked her up from school. When I got there, she was on the playground, swinging back and forth. I knew it was her because it looked like a big old plastic trash bag flying through the air. All that hair was everywhere, all over the playground. It was so hot outside. It was in the 90s. Her little cheeks were rosy red. She was sweating. Her ends frizzed. You saw her ends just a little. Her roots, they did good. They did really good. I was even more impressed this morning when we got up because they were just straight again. And I don't know if it was because of the satin bonnet, but we did tie her hair in a silk scarf last night because we did a ponytail. And then we put a bonnet on top. But yeah, so that's what her hair looked like after the day. The shine is still there. The straightness is still there. And the body, yes, it's still there. So I'm a believer. You guys, tell me what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. I love this product, guys. So what do you think? Let me know. Okay, I hope you enjoyed.